Oh, my finger. Oh, ow, that hurt. My finger. My wife found. I'm assuming this is the same group that does the regular MMD world, and she found the other map, and they had a lot in it, but they've now chunked it up into multiple different bodies. All right, so I have someone that's bugging to come see me, so I will be back momentarily. It shouldn't take long. Enjoy your music. Oh, my thumb. It popped. Oh, crunch. Look, it actually goes pretty fast, though.
Oh,
Meow.
the one I'm representing, right?
Yes.
I need
Oh,
to. Yes.
Yeah, you get a request, and I can get you in there.
I hear them. I hear them.
Right.
I hear stinky animals. Stinky creatures. I bet I know where they are, actually. I bet they're underground. I'm willing to bet they are. They usually end up underground before long. Let's find out. Burp. Oh, hot damn, they're not underground this time. Interesting. People usually end up down there. Let's see, where else could they be? It sounded like they were on floor 1. Let's go to... Hello? A finger that hurt, Amber. Ah, thumb. Mm.
Fucking hell.
Wake up.
I
That
am awake.
hurt my thumb. Ouch.
I
So
am
I've been
awake though. I'm just waiting.
good, good. So, uh, about yesterday, the
Mhm.
reason why I unfriended you guys was Chico's mom was very aggressive after she started something with me. Uh, Bunny, me and Bunny tried to talk. Well, we were gonna talk it out, but like the whole thing between me and Bunny was very much one-sided, and her mom was just trying to start shit. So I unfriended you guys in fear that you guys wouldn't have been very happy to see me anymore because her mom was very threatening, was talking about getting my kids taken from me because Bunny said something to her that was not true. So I unfriended everybody just to not uh the whole sacrificing thing, leaving everyone behind to not have any future drama. But
Mhm.
she was actually the one who started the sexual behavior. So when she came to you guys and told you that I was the one being overly sexual, she completely left out the part where she dumped a bunch of memes and stuff on me, and some of them were about people with large dicks sticking them in other people's asses and lots of sexual stuff. And she didn't ask me if that was okay. She just started sending me memes, and then when I responded in my own way, she got mad and then talked to you guys about it. So it's a samurai.
Hi.
I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm not
Ouch.
gonna say to you
Why? What happened?
because throughout
Turn
the
my
whole
mic
fucking
so I can hear
RP I was
everything.
in, I sat on a goddamn bridge. Didn't do shit. They didn't let me do shit.
A
Why did you
bridge.
not request sooner?
Because it's a problem when I leave. But now the event's over, I just left. No
Hold
one's
on.
gonna say shit about it.
Can you tell me that again, Cheesecake? Because I want him to hear this too.
What? Oh, what I said? Which
Mhm.
part? Which part?
All of it.
So, let's see, that was what, yesterday? Bunny came
Mhm.
to you and Chrissy about me being over sexual and overstepping boundaries that, mind you, she never set, right? But she left out the fact that she like sent me a bunch of memes and some of them were relatively sexual. And then, well, I left the group to avoid any future drama. But her mother was, while we were on that call, her mother was uh, in the room the entire time while she was doing this. And her mother said something about getting my kids taken from me because I was creepy, but which my wife in the background be like, why the fuck you calling him creepy? Because she didn't say this out loud, but she was kind of making that face that, why are you calling us creepy when your daughter's the one that's sending, she'd send a bunch of memes, and at least one of those memes out of 1 in 5 memes had something about something sexual. And it was like, okay, so I'm the creepy one because you're the one that started sending me inappropriate memes. But uh I guess that solved itself now. I don't know. Thumb. I stubbed my thumb with
I want to talk
glue.
to you. I want to talk to you first.
Why can't you just stay here and talk about it? My social
Because I
paranoia
want
is
to talk to him alone.
my social paranoia is gonna drive me crazy if you do. That's
I
fine, I
I need to
guess.
talk to him alone.
I know. I don't trust him. That's gonna bug the fuck out of me because that's when they start talking bad. Oh, toaster's on. Interesting. I'll leave him alone for now. Ba-do-do-do-do. There's another person here. I'm gonna go find them and ask them a question because I'm curious. Guess I'll go look around some more. I wonder where they would be if, there you are. There's the creature. I just saw there was one extra person in this lobby that I didn't see in there before. I was just coming to see. They're in there? Yeah, I figured that much. I was looking for you because I saw her and I saw him, but I didn't. I saw you on the list, but didn't see you. I was just coming to see. Stretch. Yep. You liking the world so far?
Pretty decent world now.
we're thinking about me and my friend that helps us with the world stuff, or we're thinking about adding more to it in the future. We might be adding taking the spawn system down the hallway and adding a glow caverns map and making a new spawn system that'll be at spawn, that'll be a different color panel that might have other maps you can go check out instead of having a portal. We're gonna just hope people's computers don't catch on fire and start upgrading the map until we physically can't anymore. So the next, it might be a couple of years before we do it because he can only have one world project open and then nothing else. So I'm really worried that he's going to have a hard time with that, but we'll see.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Go fucking burn my eye.
Is it optimized good for you? Because are you a Quest user or are you a PC user?
Quest 3.
Okay,
I
does it
haven't personally ran into anything yet.
I've heard from a couple of my buddies who recently swapped over to from Quest only to from standalone to Steam VR that the TV monitors glitch and the mirrors are weird. But I usually jump at an opportunity to ask how people feel about it because we're still working on some of that stuff, and this is our first map. Even though it was a bot map that you can see at the spawn, it was a bot map that we retextured, but it's I've been hearing a lot about it being unoptimized, but it has a working bathroom where you can go and play in the water. That's a lot of fun. The water
Yeah.
system in the bathroom back there is different from the water in the pool, which I thought was fun.
It's weird, I will say. For Questies
Yeah,
at least, because for what we see, it's just black.
yeah,
Comes
it's
out
not.
black, stays black. There's no,
Yeah,
it's just a void.
we're working on that actually currently because that, like I said, is our first map. We literally bought it and put it together and hoped it was a plug and play thing. And now it's like, okay, well, these guys say that there's a bit of a graphical issue. Some people talk about, like, I get that. I've gotten that one before. Hello, creature. How are you
Yeah.
feeling about the map? Because we're talking about uh, stability and graphical errors. And
So I do want you to repeat what you said to me and what is it? Flame. I'm sorry, I took Flame away because Flame's not doing okay. Moment.
okay, okay.
He's kind of not okay.
But I do
Most
want you
people
to
are not.
repeat that to that one because I did tell him a little bit about it, and he's one of the ones that try to comfort everyone in our group. So he's
Oh, you
kind of the
poor
one that.
thing. You're like my friend Zach when he was still around. I almost don't want to talk about it so I don't drive you crazy.
I'm
But is
already
He's
she,
not the
fine.
same.
is there someone that needs to know this that needs comforting though? Because,
No, I want him to know this because I want him to. Because I have told him about this, and we're trying to get everyone's side on this, not just one.
right. So, I met, I guess I'll just start from the very, very beginning. That way people can understand this. I met her and her boyfriend in an Undertale world that I joined a friend off of, and then followed them around and ended up meeting Bunny. I think was it the day of that same day we met. You guys took
Yeah.
me to a map and we met Bunny, and then someone in the group joked about me and Bunny being good together, and I mean, to be fair, we had a lot in common. We would have made great friends, but sometime after that, Bunny gave me her Discord, or we really
Discord.
exchanged Discords, and we started talking the next day together, just on the phone, just on the Discord call for almost the whole day. And she's in the background doing makeup with her mom, and we talked and talked, and she was sending me, I don't know exactly how many, but I'd say more than 10 memes or like TikToks and other feed. And along the way, there were a couple in there that were kind of sexual and like uh Mega Meat Man or some shit. And you watch the video and it's about like a superhero gonna stick his dick in someone's ass while the other person is clearly panicked about it. And I kind of went, that
That's
seems a
never
little
mind.
odd. and she kept sending those. I got 2 or 3 of those before long, so I replied with a joke that be careful not to send anything externally inappropriate other than this because it'll get us all in trouble. And her mom in the background sounded like she said that you should be ashamed of yourself being a father. Maybe I should call somebody and have your kids taken from you. And then she comes back to them that same day in the afternoon for me and is telling them I'm being over sexual. And the most I even sent her was a bulge picture that was a joke that I sent to my friends. And I sent that to her and she says I'm being overly sexual, but I had like 5 or more memes of memes about sex or videos about people being sexual with each other. So I still don't get how that doesn't how I'm the overly sexual one when she started it. When she started sending the pictures. Like I really genuinely don't understand that. Did I miss something here in the socialism or socialization thing?
I don't know.
Because the way she was talking to you guys and your boyfriend was like, well, we're going to talk about it, and he never did. I'm still kind of bothered about that because there's nothing to talk about.
Well, the thing is,
Mistakes were made, that's all. It's like, and I'm not mad at her for doing it.
reason why he had to get off is because his father told him to get off.
That's understandable. But he seems so hell-bent on explaining stuff to me, and I was like, there's nothing to explain.
He does, but it's like he couldn't really do anything because it's his father.
Right, I know. And like I said, there's nothing to explain. Mistakes were made, and sure, like I said, I'm not mad at her or nothing. I just kind of felt a little hurt that she said that everything was gonna, we could be good friends, and then she turns around and does what she did, and then all of a sudden you got from my perspective, this has happened quite a few times in the past where I've met people and gotten along with people, and I've told you about my social paranoias and my separation anxiety and stuff, and that's a big reason why. I mean, I was kind of joking when I said, "Oh, my social paranoia is going to drive me crazy." I was joking, but I was kind of being serious because when people wander off, I go, "Okay, well, they don't believe me, and now that's going to be one other person to sit there and be mad at Cheesecake for no reason," and I usually never know why until later.
The thing is, right? With him, because he's just been in a role play and he just kind of stressed out at the moment. So.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I get it. I'm not calling him out either. I don't want to come across it. I'm calling him out. It just that crosses my mind at least when people want to talk in private. Because we actually in our group, same world, but in my friends group, we had a staff member that was a she was doing things that were not friendly to other people. And then whenever ever I had to get on to her because I was the one that was seeing it, she'd get mad and tell the owner, which was my head of staff when we were in the bar group, that I was causing problems with gaslighting her. And this is that one I told you that told me to kill myself after she finally lost her staff privileges. So now every time people, even with like most of the staff in our group now, if people wander off, we see that as drama, even if there's no drama. Because like if she goes, "Let me talk to you for a minute," 'cause that's all she did after she started having issues. I'd join the lobby and then she would try to pull him aside and then go somewhere and talk to him about how much she don't like me or how much she was just hating to hate at that point. So that's where that kind of goes. Like I said, I'm not you know, not mad at anybody about that. I just wanted to mention it again because we're still, everyone in that group is still getting over that. We're all kind of having trust issues with that now because she made such a big mess of our group. And
Another thing is, right? What is your other what is it, account's name?
other account. Why you ask which one? I have like 3, but this is
Because I want to know who is the owner of like the actual thing. I know you have said it's you, but I also want to make sure it's you.
which one? What do you mean like?
Like
Because
this instance, like no, I know this instance me that I opened it, but I want to know the actual like creator.
Oh, the creator of the map is my friend YZ that makes all of our. He makes our avatars and maps. Is that what you're asking? No, that's
Um,
he's a
because
close
I
friend
think
of
you'll
mine.
have a little problem on Quest. Come here.
He let me see. I gotta
Show
lock
you.
my finger. I'm locked my
You
fingers. We
talking
had
about the
actually
bathroom thing?
Yeah, I'm showing him the
there's
bathroom thing.
nothing we can do
Yeah, I
about
told him
that.
about it.
We're still. That's what I was just telling him. We're learning. We're still learning. We just literally we went on the internet as you see up on the credits menu. If you go look, you can see it says the map was made by someone. We literally just went on Gumroad and bought it and then added some photos. And then we have been just taking
The thing
feedback
is,
from
the
people
reason why we're
afterwards.
saying this, right? If you come back
Give me a
here,
second. I'm coming.
the water
I
is
gotta.
black. This is not
Oh yeah,
water.
it's black for anyone that's not. As we joke, poor people play on standalone because at this point VR chat's making you hyper poor because you guys can't see anything. But I think that has to do. I don't really know how a lot of this stuff works. My computer can't run Blender anymore or Unity anymore. His can, but he has to have only this map open and no other projects active. And it took us weeks, maybe a max of a month to get this map actually set up because at the time you can see the green uh pick texture thing that you see in the map sometimes that looks like it's an advertisement board. Yeah, that guy gave us a free bar system and then tried to charge us like $600 or more because apparently he in his mind he made this map and he didn't. He had also bought this map and was trying to scam us out of assets and money. So we literally had to deal with him and
I
then
didn't mean to cut you off by whenever you were talking
no,
earlier. Because I was just like,
it's okay.
That's kind of a problem because all we seeing are black.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning. That's what I asked
The
him
void
about it too. Because
consumes.
on standalone, when I got it on standalone, I noticed the map is actually a lot darker than what you guys are seeing as well. You guys are not seeing how you guys are seeing the light, the shade that's in this map that is part of the outside
No,
fog.
there's nothing in there.
Oh, there is. No, there's
It's just
water like
black.
right up. There's water right up the edge. You just, like I said, you just can't see it. So that's what I was telling him.
No, that's just black.
I'm getting kind of like eyewitness accounts of that because we're gonna have to. We're learning how to put guns in our models' hands. That's like a basic thing that Avatar
You
users
see the same
use.
thing I see.
But
That's black.
that's all
Or
new
no.
to us. This whole thing is new to us. We literally just plugged it up and then gave it a texture swap and then was done before the dude started screwing around. And then we haven't been back to it since because we've either been busy with Avatar work or whatever.
I also dropped down I dropped down another portal. I'm sorry. I love the world. Yes, I do. But I also want to go to a different world because I'm a little bit
That's
laggy in this
okay.
one.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna get worse if we update it.
Yeah. For now, for
Yeah.
Quest 3s, it's fine from what I can tell,
But
but
Quest 2s
for
are
Quest
not.
2s, it's not.
Right. Are you guys going to a special map or anywhere specific? Oh, you probably can't drop portals in here. It probably won't let you. We may have it set up to where you can't. I'll be surprised if it lets you.
Should be fine.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I
Usually
knew it.
the limits of, like, placing them portals is just if it's too close to spawn, usually, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
Hey, there's a bean.
Oh,
But like I said, I don't
I'm gonna
really want anything out of it because I'm not really mad at anybody. Not like it's not anymore. So hopefully it doesn't become any future problems.
take it out. Sorry to hear about that.
Let's see right here.
Was also gonna put down a portal so we can go somewhere. So we don't
Oh.
so that counts for one.
Ooh,
So
another
I'm gonna guess
person.
that was the issue. Yes, you figured it out. The invitations.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, go bro.
Hello.
Oh, good news. That map, that world that I was in, that we met you guys in, I got the chance to join their staff because they were having trouble with active staff, I guess. The owner made me a staff member now, apparently. For now. We'll see how long that lasts.
Sorry, controller dropped.
It does let me.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, we're going in
Guess
then.
we're all going in then. We. Hey, that bomb, he looks like a deer, do you run? Oh, gross, Erica. There we go. Let's ping him to see how he's doing. And see,
Oh, in here.
what an interesting place to be.
Fuck, why am I around?
What a strange place that we're in. It's a bar. Okay. If we ever actually get some of our other systems fixed up, we actually are planning on adding a bar to the city,
Ooh.
but it's going to
I know
be
I
an
cut
all.
you off the last
go.
time that we were speaking.
Hey, you're okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're okay.
But
Here.
what was that again?
Oh,
We're talking about.
I was talking about the map. If we actually we're actually planning, no promises on adding. I have a whole map
You were
I built
talking about
myself.
Bunny the last time. That's the thing.
Oh, I was talking about map stuff.
You were also talking about Bunny before, and I cut you off by
Well, I
telling
was
you
pretty much I was done talking about it by the time you cut me off. Anyways, I would have just rambled. It wasn't. Yeah. I probably said something along the lines of I'm not mad at anybody or anything, and it's mistakes were made and on both sides.
I made a mistake. What mistake was that? Hmm. Hey, Withered, would you like to come with me? Outside. You can come with me too. 'Cause I'm gonna get her side of the story too.
Oh. Dude, so
Yeah,
you need her.
I'm gonna get the tiny one side. Yes.
Oh, okay. The drama just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I don't have to do it hardly anything, and I get more of it. That's something that's been driving me crazy recently.
Drama? What?
She,
Yeah,
she,
same.
me and her had started talking after we had just met like a day ago, and we were on a Discord call the whole time, and she was sending me videos like TikTok feed stuff and videos of stuff, and some of it was a little sexually oriented, nothing major. It was more of people making sex jokes
Can
focused around characters. So I sent a picture, and then she called me, and then she came back in later on that day while we were all in another lobby with it was Starlight, Orion, and Chrissy, and I think one of her VR sons. I don't remember. And she was sitting there telling them that I was being overly sexual, and it made her uncomfortable. But it's like I was sitting
Oh,
there like counting up all the memes that she sent me of a Megamind character
hold
that
on.
was insinuated to have a big schlong sticking it in someone's ass who really didn't want to. And I was like, okay, so I'm the bad guy for
And
making.
actually, I have a question. In my status, it says my Discord. Could you send me screenshots real quick?
I deleted all of her. She's got them all, but there were a lot of it was just like I said, just TikTok feed. You can get it from her because
Why
she
would you do
said
that? That was like the one piece of evidence you had.
because I don't really want to have much to do with her anymore at the current moment. Her mother was. It sounded to me at least like her mother said something about getting my kids taken from me because I was creepy or
Oh,
something.
okay. Fair enough.
So I just
One second.
I even unfriended her, Ryan, and because of all this at one point. So I'm just some of it's probably not all there, but some of it is probably all there. Because like I said, I don't want to be.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. But no, like it's just like after it, and like I said, her mom. It's what I thought I heard. It may not be what was said, but it. She was a. I don't know. When you send people sexual-ish content, I would say it was mildly sexual. It had a lot of innuendos in it. When you send that to people and laugh about it like it's funny, and then when they reply with something of on equal footing, and you then come back and say that was creepy, that sends off signals that you're not very trustworthy in my eyes. And it's like me if you kept sending like Photoshop dick pics to look like dildos at a store, and I responded with the same store but adding in a person going to the store talking about buying it for their ex, and then you went back to your friends and called me a creep because I sent you a dick pic. See how much little sense that makes? And it's
Yeah.
like, and especially when you come back and tell your friends that shit, like I did something wrong, and it's like, we were in call for the almost 24 hours, and you sent me not the whole time we were there, but she sent like all this stuff, and I was just like, I'm gonna be nice and not say anything because some of it was funny. I did find the sex jokes kind of funny, but when I actually stopped to look at them with someone I'm close to, uh, it was like, oh, these are
Not a bit
kind
too much at
of
the moment.
that a couple of them were
Yeah.
insinuating someone was going to get a cock forcefully shoved down their throat or stuck up their anus, and they didn't want that.
Okay.
And I was like, and they called me the creepy one.
The main reason why I'm asking is because I am the partner, so I wanted to see your side of the story before making accusations.
Oh,
They tend to do
you're a
that pretty
you're a
fast.
you're the boyfriend, I'm guessing.
Yes, I am.
She was
But
talking
again, I,
about. Okay,
I
so
mm,
she was. No, I'm just gonna say this now. This can be on whenever. I don't want to say this. I'm saying this because I
mm,
just want you to know. She was talking about possibly leaving you to start trying to date me, and I told her that that's not my call
uh,
because that's you know just because you haven't seen or heard from talk to anyone doesn't mean you should just you know do
you know
that.
what I
And
think I
I
got?
have. Uh,
She's only calling you perverted and stuff, so she doesn't get caught because she said that stuff to you. No, gotta get phone draft.
Got it. Well, see, as someone who's autistic and has very good social, good paranoia, I get really
Mm.
iffy when people have things in common with me. I get like fight or flight to fuck off. And so I was already like, I even told Orion when we actually kind of met, and with all the people I met when I was with her, that if I get enough friction, I'm gonna not be like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not gonna, like, even now I didn't want to. She said, "Oh, did I do something wrong?" And I nodded my head, but I didn't say anything else because I wasn't about to say, "Well, you
Oh,
sent me all these photos and said
you
what
just
you
didn't want to be
said."
rude
And
about it.
yes, I didn't want her and I to have an argument in here
Mm,
because I'm very self-sacrificial when it comes to things IRL. So even if there's drama that has something to do with me, even if it's a little bit, I'm usually like, if you want to call me a creep, that's fine. But I kind of draw the line at the trying to riz me
yeah.
and then calling me a creep when I respond, either in a joking tone, because she like laughed and found some of our stuff, the stuff we sent.
Hmm.
I didn't send her anything major, but if you're
Hmm.
gonna send sexual stuff and they respond with mildly sexual content back or make a joke here and there, you can't go around telling people they're a creep because it makes them look bad. So luckily, I guess
Hmm.
luckily for me, everyone's kind of like, well, what's your side? What's her side? But like I said, also there was the possibility that her mom said something about getting
Hmm.
my kids taken from me or my kid, and it's like, no,
No.
that's a little
That's too
with
far
her.
for the situation.
She was with her mom in the same room damn near the whole time while she was talking to me, and
Wait,
her
what?
mom
Okay.
was very involved, and it was like really creepy. So look at those legs,
Yeah, they
man.
tend to side with you. Oh man. They tend to
Delicious.
side with each other pretty fast. I've noticed that just hanging
She
out with
asked
them,
me like,
and
what sign are you? And I'm like, oh
she hasn't
God,
even asked
she's
me
one
that
of
yet.
those moms. Oh fuck. As soon as she said
Oh,
that, I was
and
like,
the
oh
reason I
fuck.
started getting suspicious about you two messaging is because immediately, even me before bringing up the boyfriend part, she was talking to you in a lot more of a positive manner than me. She usually just
Well,
sends one or two messages, and I always have to double check on her to make sure
from
she's okay.
what I
Luckily, she messaged me.
understand, from what I
Mm,
understand, there's some also when I joined the friend circle, they're going through some underlying drama with a minor that apparently manipulated Orion and was being an ass
mm,
to everybody, and everyone else wants her gone, but Bean wants to give him another chance, which is that whole I'm autistic,
which
so I
is,
want to be friends with everybody behavior. And I'm not saying that's a bad
mm,
thing, but I just got out of a group drama thing that was something similar. And it's like, no, you don't get it. If you keep them, everyone else is going to leave you. It's a 45-year-old man that was my head of staff when I ran a bar group, and now he runs the group, and I'm having to teach him how to staff. And I told him, she is burning your fucking house down and then telling you I'm involved because every time that she's been caught, it's been me. And then she joins a lobby and she
mm,
goes, "Hey, babe, can I go talk to you for a minute?" And then she runs off like they do. And then she shit talks to me the whole time. Well, allegedly, um, we never really got any full proof on it, but she's been known to do this. She went to one of her other staff members that was also on my staff team, but is now just staffing with us for my friends group. She told him she would cut his genitals off because she rounded a corner and he was there AFK minding his own business, and her grounds for
mm.
threatening him was, "Well, you're eavesdropping on me to start drama between Cheesecake." And it's like, boy,
Oh my
you do
god.
that shit here. She claims to be from Memphis. I'm like, bro, she's black. So I basically ended up telling her one day in a lobby, you go take your black ass and do that around your black guy friends, and they're gonna beat the shit out of you because you're mouthing off me and a bitch. And then she got mad and like stormed off, and then started fucking around, and she stopped trying to hide it. And eventually, my friend Magic, that she was like digitally dating, was like, "All right, well, you can take your fuck ass somewhere else, and we'll run the group
Mm,
without you." And then she kind of, instead of just letting it go, because as soon as she got off of staff, I blocked her because I'm head of staff, and I was like, I've been waiting to, but I couldn't because I can't add or remove people, but I can. That was a safety precaution to keep people from getting in and causing problems.
mm.
But all of this is kind of striking that nerve from that whole situation because that was someone he friended a lot of people just because they vibed, kind of like I guess what Orion did with me, and I had to I had
Yeah.
to teach him that when you friend people, didn't really know, with the intention to
If you
get to
can't-
know them later, you have the risk of them being a bomb on an airplane, as I made the joke at the time. And then you go, oh my gosh, I didn't know. And I was like, I'm a decent judge of character when it comes to this shit. I'm telling you, dude, you could have gotten rid of her
When you hear
at least
blaring
office.
alarms around a timed bomb, and then you go, at last 5 seconds, oh hey, that isn't such a good idea.
That doesn't
What
look
is
like a
this
hot
like?
potato. I was told that was hot potato. Why is it green? And
You
before he
Oh, I
finishes,
thought it was like,
meow.
follow now.
I'm gonna get in the bed with a skeleton, homie. And I'm unlocking. I'll be
So
back.
what do I do?
I don't know. Great. Here we go. Where am I at? Oh, there's rooms back here. Hey, hi, I'm back.
Hi.
Meow.
Y'all need to
Pull up
talk.
my-
And do
Oh,
not
yes,
dismiss it like you did last time.
I'm not really trying to
This
dismiss
is
it.
the-
I just don't want no more drama.
No,
But you
this
fucking
is serious.
started it.
What do you mean I started it?
You abruptly showed me your cock on fucking video after I told you I was talking to a guy.
You didn't tell me that anything, and you spent the whole time sending me memes that were sexual too. So, and I
Because
asked
they were
you, and
funny.
I wish I wasn't fat. I wish I wasn't gay.
I wish that a Latino would come sit up on my face. Kick my uncle in the balls, yeah, I'm Batman. I just ate a protein bar out of a trash can. Fought a cripple, man.
Yep, I got one too. Turns out dead children weren't the only thing hidden in my basement. So, let's see what happens when the predator becomes the Hey, I wasn't finished, Squeaky Joe! Come here, little fucking pussy! Take it, meat! Open wide. Now say,
My ding-a-ling! My ding-a-ling! I want you to play with my ding-a-ling!
You wish your girlfriend was hot, 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 hot.
told you not to send those to me as well.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You were giggling and laughing. You liked it.
And this is why I didn't want to talk about it, because she's dating someone, and this all happened, and now
I'm
now
not
we're
fully dating him. I'm in a talking stage. And I told
that's
you
not what
that.
I just heard. So
The reason why I say that y'all need to talk about this is because, one, I can't deal with the drama. I already had drama in the first place. That just got done. But the thing is, why I need y'all to talk about it is because where we can get this over with. I do
well,
not
that's
like people going behind their backs and talking about them to me. That's why y'all need to talk about it.
well, I don't know what to
Not
say
only
because
that,
now
you were kind of cutting her off. You were kind of cutting her off when she
You
was trying to
know,
speak to you.
I don't know why I'm even giving him a fucking chance to explain.
I mean, you started some of it, so if you're gonna do that, okay. That's what when I said that mistakes were made on both sides. That's what I
Okay.
meant.
Okay.
But
Whether do you want to take this over because you have full range?
I have limited mental capacity right now and limited patience.
Yep.
I frankly do not have the physical strength to deal with a lot more stress.
So do I.
well,
I don't have the physical strain to deal with stress of yelling.
well, I'm not yelling. I'm not going to be yelling at anybody
Oh
because, like I
no,
said, this was I told
I'm
Orion
implying
when we.
myself.
Oh,
Here,
no, I get it.
so-
No. I, well, see, when I met you, I told you about what I've been through, and I told you that if something happens, I'd be more likely to leave, and that's why I left was because.
I understand that, but like the thing is that y'all needed to talk,
Well, she.
and y'all both were talking over each other, and that's not talking anything out.
No.
There's
And
not
that's
much we can do about it now, especially since she blocked me. That seems to me at least grounds that nothing's gonna happen now. So, I mean, their mistakes were made on both sides, but she also didn't seemed like she wasn't gonna apologize or work on the things either. I'm just really unhappy that this ended
I
up being the way
understand
it
that,
was, because
right? I understand that you're talking about that, but the thing is, right? I understand that you didn't like what she did. I understand that, but me as a person who is a mama's girl, I would never let anyone fucking talk bad about my fucking mother. I'm saying that I
okay,
am one of them.
okay. That still doesn't excuse the behavior that happened on either side. That has nothing to do with it.
I'm talking about how you were saying stuff about her mother.
Yes.
I understand that you don't like that, right? You don't like her mother. But that's something that you should have said, hey, I'm not getting along with your mother like that. To Bunny's face, not to me.
I did say something to Bunny. I said something when she sent the memes, and I said something when her mother was what I thought was said. And like I was just telling the dude in the lobby, what I thought I heard
Wizard,
may
I'm
have not.
sorry, but I'm letting you take this over.
I'm not dealing with this at this point. I'm about to say fuck it and leave because, you know, I'm not. And at this point, I'm just not going to do anything about it because she has me blocked, and I'm not about to argue with her through you because then it's going to stress you out for something that she helped start, and then I'm getting decked for it.
you both started it. Let's put it at
Well,
that.
but I
From
didn't
what I'm
block her,
hearing,
so that's what I was just
okay,
saying.
and
Okay, Anne.
yeah, she blocked you, but that's because she doesn't want to fucking deal with this anymore.
That's what I said. I have
So
nothing to
that's
say.
not.
When I unfriended her because of all of this, that was me saying that I'm done anyways. But, you know,
You know, There are better ways to fucking say that I'd rather not. I'm done with this shit than
Well, I
just
did say I
unfriend, because that could
was.
mean
I told her. I told her I didn't want the pictures, and then stuff still happened anyways. So when I retaliate in similar actions because she's not listening to anything on my end either, and then she acted like she was fine with stuff, and now all of a sudden she's not. It don't make no sense to me because, like I was telling the dude in there, she just did this equivalent of sending people a bunch of porn, and then when someone sends back a joke or something else in retaliation for the hours of porn you sent them, go, oh my gosh, he's a creep. You can't just sit there and do shit like that to people and then act like it's
my
funny and then sit there and say, I'm uncomfortable when they respond. Because
my
that's even more
understanding
fucked up.
one. Mhm. My understanding one, that shit wasn't porn. If it was straight up porn, you'd see shit.
No,
It's sexual
this is
jokes, is what it is.
same difference. It's the same thing to me
Not
because you're
really,
doing the
no.
same. I asked her not to send them to me and she still sent them. So it doesn't matter how you guys feel
That's
about
not
that
what
on
you
that
told me
case.
before. I'm just gonna say this now, that's not what you fucking told me before. You just said that it was sent,
Well,
you
Discord will say
laughed about it.
Discord's pornography. Discord would say that's pornography. So I mean, if you're gonna sit here and
So
argue
would the
that kind
fuck,
of stuff, then you're
so would the news, and they have a strict policy. Doesn't mean that
okay.
it is. It's not exactly pornography. Pornography is actually seeing that shit.
But we're gonna
That
sit here and overlook that it
that's
that
overly sexual memes, which there are a fuck ton of.
but she was actively sending them on her own volition when I asked her not to send me anything as she was filling my DMs with just memes in general, and then she'd slip some of those in there. And I told her while she was sending them, don't send me anything inappropriate. And I was only wanting to be here with Orion in the first place because of these reasons. I don't really care much for the drama. I don't care who started it or who's at fault. The fact that it happened, period, makes me feel like it's all my fault because that's what it's looking like right now. I'm not really necessarily saying that's what you're trying to do, but right now, from what I saw and what happened and what she's saying, it's kind of blowing back on me like I'm the aggregator when they were fucking talking about dating in that lobby when I first met her, and I made some jokes a couple times because we had some like moments where we said like I thought it and she said it, and they had already started making jokes about me gonna have to date her. And I said, "Oh my gosh, marry me already!" And now all of a sudden, everyone's ready to lynch me or whatever you want to call it. And it just kind of seems a little fucked that now all of a sudden we're having drama, but it was kind of grouped up to happen this way to an extent because I met Orion, and then all of a sudden I meet Bunny, and now all of a sudden we're talking, and then she tells me that she doesn't have a boyfriend because he's not here, and then all of a sudden he's in the lobby right now telling me something completely different, and now she's telling me that we're on a talking terms. And what I'm kind of seeing is she said something she wasn't supposed to. I responded in a poor way to something she started. And now that she realizes that she's going to get in trouble in some form, she's now throwing a fit because group get rid of the new guy because it's easier to get rid of the new guy is what I don't know what it's called, but it's like she's now that's what it really feels like right now. To cover her ass, she's using all of this to shift the site somewhere else to avoid the fact that I was jokingly drafted into possibly dating her in the future while she's talking to someone at this very moment. Or is, in this case, from what I can tell, within a relationship with someone that she's now considering to dump because I just come along. Which is fucked in my opinion, because that's about to get me in a lot of trouble. Because if you're dating someone, don't say you're not dating someone. Don't hide it from people and then try to get them to be closer than friends with you and do the sexual shit you do, because then when they respond with sexual shit because you had sexual shit, then they get in trouble because you're supposed to be dating someone. She never said she was dating him. The only time I ever heard about it was when she said that he's not around, and then that she was probably going to leave him. But what he told me from our casual conversations, they're still in a relationship of some sort, and it's not just talking. That may be something different on his end. That could be he said, she said, I don't care. But at this point, there's nothing to talk about, because the more I look into it, the more I realize that she made a small mistake, and then I ended up kind of taking the fall for having a negative response to something that she did, and now everyone's kind of looking at me as the problem, because this isn't really a neutral conversation to talk it out. She's acting just like people have done to me before. She's not the first person to do that shit to me, to get me with sexually themed stuff, knowing that I'm probably going to make a mistake. And then when I make a mistake, run to everybody in town and start screaming, he's a creep, he's a creep. But she's doing this shit on call with me, with her mother in the same room, knowing that if her mother found out, she'd get in trouble and that I would probably go to jail. That's what's pissing me off. Is her mother was not very friendly about any of this, but she was still fine with her daughter doing half this shit. You know, how do you think her mother would feel if she found out her daughter's going around doing that to other guys on the internet and then getting scared and running away and telling all her friends when she was the one that fucking sent the shit on her own? The guys get in a lot quicker trouble for this shit than the girls do. But it seems to be, in this specific case, that was the plan. So no, there's nothing to talk about, because what I see is someone who just tried to bait me into a situation that could have gotten me in a lot of trouble while she herself is in a relationship. And no, I didn't want to talk about it because I was fine with just not being friends with her and moving on about it. But ever since it happened, her Chrissy, I think was his name, wanted to talk about it. And then Orion wanted to talk about it because Chrissy wanted to talk about it. And then I'm like, when I unfriend people like that, that's because I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm not going to hate you and hold a grudge against you for trying to get me in massive trouble, but I don't want to talk to you and be your friend. If we end up making some casual conversation, that's fine. But I'm not interested in talking to her anymore, because that's fucked up, man. To sit there and to send anyone anything sexual that you don't even know them, and then be like, haha, it's funny. And then when they reply with something mildly sexual, or in sexual response to something sexual you sent, and go, oh my gosh, you're creepy. Bro, you did that. You started that yourself. You opened the door for a conversation you didn't want to have, or an action you didn't want, by doing the thing that would open that door in the first place. You don't send hints that you're going to send nudes to people and tell people you're single while you're with somebody, and then scream rapist when someone starts sending you dick pics. because you sent stuff to them. Because that's how you get in trouble. Or worse, that's how you get them in trouble. So until she wants to, I still think there's an apology on both ends, but I'm not saying anything else, and I'm not apologizing for shit, because until she unblocks me and apologizes for it first, because that was targeted. And as a result of all of this, I'm probably going to have to leave because Orion's going to be pissed off and it's going to be tense forever. The one person caused me to lose a new possible friend. Again, on an internet, and much less someone with autism, no less, has done this now. I already don't like people, and I already don't trust people, and I found it personally more creepy we had more in common than what happened in the Discord calls. Regardless of who's at fault, I'm more weirded out that me and her had more in common than anything else, because that's my survival thing going. Hey, she's gonna cause you problems because you have something in common. So yes, she owes me an apology, but I have nothing to work out until I get one, because this was targeted. As far as I'm concerned, this was targeted. And no, I don't appreciate all of the arguing and stuff, and I didn't want to bring it up when I got into this lobby because I knew that was what was going to happen. And I almost didn't say why I unfriended Orion when I refriended her, because I didn't want to say anything about it and be like, "Oh, well now there's tension between you two. Is it about that one day?" Yes, and then we'd have to have this conversation and then drag you into it, drag Orion into it. You know Chrissy's gonna hear about it and all these problems, and now she's got me blocked, so you're gonna hear about it forever. It's just fucked, man. It started with her sending the shit and acting like it was funny, because that's the part that really especially pisses me off. Those were funny. So, okay, so you sending me sexually suggestive videos off of TikTok without asking me, without knowing me and knowing who I am or anything, is funny to you. But if I reply in a way that you see negative, in retaliation to the shit you sent me, now all of a sudden it's creepy. Does that not seem even a little weird to you? If some chick sent you a dick pic and you replied with something equally sexual, and everyone started calling you a pervert or a creep or a bad person, would you not feel a little worried that something bad's going to happen to you when she was the one that was sending multiple pictures to you, trying to get you to respond in a way that would have gotten you in trouble? I'm pretty sure you would probably be a little worried about it. You would be a little unhappy knowing that she just tricked you, whether she meant to or not. It really did come across to me as she was trying to. It really did. She acted like she acted like that's what she wanted with her behavior. Her responses to the memes, the sending of the memes, all of it kind of insinuated that she was trying to feel me up to see if I would have been a good boyfriend for her while she's with somebody else, knowing damn well that if something happens, all she has to do is throw a fit, block me, and then everyone over here is trying to solve it while she's got me blocked. I'm not doing this, man. I joined this group because I was invited to this group. But if I'm gonna sit here and have shit like that happen and people take advantage of me and then come back and act like I'm completely at fault, to then have their own friends try to solve their own shit that they started, then I might just leave again, because I was invited to be here. I was just fine with being friends with Orion and Chrissy. But I got brought into the friend group. I got introduced to the people. I was being paraded, well, sort of, not really completely paraded around, but I was being brought to people like I was going to become a member of this whole group thing. And now I feel like I'm going to get tracked down by a bunch of people on the internet because someone made a mistake or in some cases, likely she made a mistake. Is like I said, it's not completely her fault. I shouldn't have responded that way. But, when you start doing sexual shit around people and they respond sexually and then you throw a fit, I have zero sympathy for you because you just baited someone into doing something wrong and then threw a fit. And it's just not happening anymore. So from here on out, I don't really want to hear anything about it. There's nothing to solve. If she wants to keep me blocked, that's fine. But my problem with her ended when I unfriended her from Discord. I don't hold grudges. And if you guys do, that's fine. If you guys think negative of me, that's fine. But I was invited here by Ryan and brought to this situation, and what happened happened, and I'm not gonna just bow down and apologize to anybody over it because this whole thing has kind of happened. Some of this has happened before, where I get brought into some group with people and the shit starts happening, and then all of a sudden Cheesecake's the bad guy, and then after they've gotten rid of me, they find out that person wasn't being completely truthful, and they did nothing about it. And then after they found out, they were like, oh my gosh. And some of them were like, well, nothing we can do about it now. But it has not negative effect on me because I don't socialize with people often outside of here for that reason. Because I do something and my autism gets in the way, or I make a small mistake and it turns out, oh, big shocker, Cheesecake's on thin ice and has been on thin ice since like the day he showed up. We're just waiting for him to fuck up at this point, and the second I fuck up, everyone's like, well, we're going to talk about this, but you're still going to leave, but we're going to talk about this and solve it. No, we're not. Because it's not worth fighting over. And it's not me brushing it off. It's just I don't want to spend the rest of this month being suicidal because someone made a decision that caused, and I made a mistake when we both fucked up. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't do nothing wrong, but I'm not gonna sit here and get told that it's all my fault and that she started it. She went out of her way to send those memes, and she didn't think to ask. She didn't even bother to get to know me first. She just started sending them, and her logic is they were funny. Okay, sure. Not all of them were sexual. The non-sexual ones were pretty funny. But when you started sending me the sexual ones, I told her, we just met. I don't want to see anything from you that has sexually suggestive themes in it because I don't know you and I don't know your intentions. But, like I said, here we are having this conversation, and I know damn well how this is going to end anyway, so if I guess I'll just see myself out since I'm going to end up being the one by myself, and she's going to have no repercussions for any of this, just as it usually is. So unless you have something to say, I'm probably going to go say bye to Orion, and I'm going to fuck off and hopefully not end up being suicidal again for yet another reason, because this has just brought back enough memories in my life to make me want to be suicidal again. So, and I really feel bad that you have to deal with this problem because, one human mistake leads to a whole world of suffering. That's what I've learned. And I really do apologize for all of this.
I'd suggest just leaving for your own sake. Because you go there, say goodbye, that leaves more openings.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. What were you saying?
Just go. Don't say goodbye, because you're only opening up more problems.
Okay. Well, I still want to say goodbye to Orion at least, because she's the one that brought me here.
I can ask if she wishes to come say goodbye, but otherwise I'd suggest just leaving.
Okay. I still think that's kind of fucked that I'm going to have to be the one to leave again, but that's, I guess, whatever. Never will trust anybody ever again on anything now. If I'm going to get attacked for If I'm going to get attacked for it, that's fine with me. I don't. It's not my problem anymore. She's a liar, and that is... I just can't deal with this anymore.
You were there.
I passed this spot.
Oh. Hey, Black. Welcome back. Hopefully you're feeling better. So I guess you're mad at me even though this was a two-person problem?
Huh?
All I said is that y'all needed to talk it out,
No.
and y'all weren't doing it.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Honestly,
was...
man, from what I heard about the videos and sending content between you two, the most NSFW thing they could have sent you was a picture of their socks. Or stockings, sorry. So I don't exactly...
I've seen Chris's.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
The only
Shut
thing
up!
I can
Shush! Shush! We don't talk
Respect
about
the ground,
that.
motherfucker.
And Loki, is it bad? He actually looks hot in them. For me to actually say that. Jesus.
no, I understand you're tired. That's why...
I know he's yours. I know he's yours. I know he's yours. But if he was single, I Loki would have tried. I Loki did almost. I Loki actually definitely did try hit on him and try to go out with him.
Well, I already...
He was a cool guy. He was a cool guy. And plus, he was 17 when I met him.
Well, she sent stuff
Is
too,
it bad
but
I'm
I
trying to
understand what
try?
you're trying to say. I'm still
The
not
thing
going to
is,
be
you're
able
not giving
to...
me any proof to prove that you're innocent to any certain degree.
And
You said you
never
deleted the
let
messages.
us
Well, she still got them,
say
unless she deleted them. So,
But why don't you have them? Why did you delete them?
because I felt more comfortable with unfriending her and then moving on and not talking about all of this.
Then why are you
Because
still here?
because they wanted to sort things out. I was told
Do you want to
that
talk
we
to them
needed
anymore?
to sort this out. I didn't want to sort this out even yesterday when
Are you
Chrissy
done?
wanted to sort
Just
this out,
because...
but you guys told me that we needed to sort this
Okay,
out.
well, they don't want to talk
done
about it
with this
anymore.
shit
So, if you
anyway.
want to,
Okay,
just
That's the whole reason why I said I wasn't gonna. And that's
Okay.
I want to move on from this.
Okay.
What are you going to blush for? What do?
What the fuck?
Nothing.
Cool that it's done. You
What
can
do you
leave,
mean
do
that's
whatever
done?
you want. Just leave
I will
the
crack your
whole
boyfriend. Don't test me.
This is really good. Nobody
No!
here wants to talk to
You're
you after that.
mine.
I don't have you friended, so I don't really care.
It's understandable.
Here, let me size down a little bit so I can actually reach the fucking floor. Ooh, okay, that sounds good.
No, you're not. No, not. No, no. I would say something, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, nah. Bad.
So where's
I'm
Chrissy
cracking
at?
back on these two.
freeze myself every time I
Back Chrissy on
You already are, you motherfucker!
Chrissy is offline.
You know what cracking means, right?
Oh, okay.
What does it mean?
But you already are.
Are you?
What? No, Jim. What does cracking mean?
I'd say
Yeah,
just
bugger.
leave while you have the
No.
chance.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna crack Chrissy.
Hey, Orion, before I do go, I want to
I've
apologize.
almost tried doing it.
I
So
know
I'll
you
try
kind of
doing
brought me into your friend group because you were thinking this
Alright,
would have
good
been
luck with that,
fine.
honestly.
And I don't mean to
Gang.
She seems
bring
like a
drama,
Gang.
but things happen
Gang.
when I get around
I've
people.
known Chrissy
And
for
I'm not
almost
going to say that I
now,
didn't do
a couple
anything
months.
wrong. I will say
Right.
that it was both of our faults,
I
but I'm going to
tried
still
cracking.
apologize because, you know, this
Okay.
tends to
But I
keep
was like too
happening
much of a
where I
pussy
get
to do
brought
it.
into groups and
Oh
shit happens.
no! Do
And
I
this
need
is
to
what I
help you, my
meant when I
friend?
told you that day about the
No,
thin ice
I'm ready
thing.
to gang her out on these. Like I just
But I'm still gonna, I want to
As long as you're
apologize
on the
about that
way
because
to
I
getting
didn't
there.
mean to
Yeah, I'm
have
not doing anything until.
more drama to bring to you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I'm
got that one. I
serious.
got
I
her
didn't.
IRL on these. She's got
I'm
Chrissy.
hoping we can
especially
still be
freaking you as a
friends and we
person,
can
but
still hang out in the near future.
I
But
roasted you
if,
So
personally,
true
Joe.
though.
you know,
So
if
true, okay.
that's not how you, that's not, if you guys don't
If
want
you
that,
try
I
to go to my
understand.
partner, I'm not gonna be sexual.
Because I,
Not
like I
gonna
said,
say I
I'm
don't
used,
want
like I
to.
mentioned, I'm used to being
Low-key
alone and all
upset
that.
at that.
So, I'm not going to
Okay,
hold a
I'm
grudge
one
against you if
where
you
if
don't.
they send something to me or send some sort of emotion towards me, I'm going to replicate it back.
Tell
I'm
Chrissy
vibe catcher.
I'm sorry too.
Oh, fair.
Except for when it comes to
And
certain
hopefully, like I said, if I'll still get a chance to see you guys later. But if not, like I said, I get it.
Alright, stare at me. No, you're not. I know that tone of voice. Look at me.
Ew.
Okay. I guess I'll just go now.